Yo, closing live stream. So kind of an interesting day. We had a big old surge in a lot of different stocks, especially the smaller cap stocks, kind of where we're like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I get that thumbnail. Oh, that's a weird one. Oh, well. And now the big thing that we're going to be tracking, I mean, there are a few things that we want to track that I was talking with course members about just a little bit ago. But one of the things that I definitely want to watch is I want to see how much of these rally stocks end up pulling back into the close. The reason for that is we want to keep an eye on what day traders are doing right now. Are day traders going to pull out of this? And how much are they going to pull out? Because look, if day traders pull out all the way down, then we know we didn't actually have any new investments go into, let's say, Neo or Shift or SoFi or whatever. I don't believe we're going to see that, but how much we go down, I think, is a little bit of a tell as to whether or not this is a fake rally. Is it time to go in yet? We're still below certain thresholds. We're still lower than where we were, on prior rallies. So I can't necessarily say we are with confirmation over, and it's definitely not another fake rally. I think it's too soon to tell. Personally, I'm willing, like, if you're going in, my advice to myself, because I can't give you financial advice. This is obviously not financial advice, but my advice to myself is, like, if I'm going in, it's I'm going in with limits to get right back out. Now that's solely because I will be even deeper into margin if I go in anymore. Like anything else I buy at this point, which I just bought $300,000 of a small stock this morning, but for different reasons, not because of the rebound, but because of a different trend that I'm noticing that we're picking up on. Which, if you want all those alerts, remember, we just did a New Year's 48-hour sale that you could join, and I'll add that to the description down below. But anyway, we did that because there are a lot of people wanting to take an end of the year tax write-off or something else. So the way you do that is you talk to your CPA about taking an education write-off against earnings in stocks or real estate. So talk to your CPA about that. But anyway, yeah, beyond that, anything else I buy right now is going to put me into margin. And so I believe that until we get a sustained, like a confirmation that the pain is over, the December FUD is gone, the pink hair is gone, until we get that, I'm not bullish about going into too many of the small caps, more than I already am, too heavily without having a downside protection by setting stop losses or just trailing limits. Those are a little annoying, though, because you have to keep up on them on a lot of different brokers. So you can watch my video this morning on the use this strategy for profit on this rotation. I think it's a really great video because it shows you specifically some entrances and some exit potentials. So anyway, let's take a look at some of the things that are falling right now. Norwegian Cruise Lines, not a surprise that NCL, Carnival are falling. They were green they were green earlier in the day, but the CDC is recommending that nobody go on a cruise ship, including the vaccinated, which was pretty harsh. But whatever. Are you still looking for developers/software engineers for a project? Yeah, I actually mentioned this morning. I have not. If you emailed me this morning, I have not gone through them yet. But yeah, send an email to kevin@meetkevin.com. Send your resume or CV or, I don't know, YouTube link or link to an app you created or whatever. But yeah, still looking for. The big thing right now is like full stack dev, like web app, Android app, Apple app. If you're better at back end, then that's fine too. Just say that, like, hey, I don't really do front end, I do back end, or I only do front end, I don't do back end. Like, say that too. That's fine. Kind of need a little bit of everything, but anyway. Okay, so what else do we have here? So anyway, yeah, send an email there, kevin@meetkevin.com. Tesla is down 1%, really on that recall news. I think is really excessive, especially coming up on delivery numbers where we're expecting, I think Wall Street's expecting 264,000 vehicles to be delivered. We really think this is going to get beaten substantially, that we might be closer to that 280 to 290 range, knocking on the door of 300,000 vehicle deliveries a quarter, which really, really incredible if we could get to those sorts of levels. And that could be a very bullish catalyst for Tesla moving forward. Or not. It could end up being a miss. It depends. But this recall news is garbage. This whole like recall stuff, very, very, very silly in my opinion, about Tesla recalling 500,000 vehicles for something as nominal as the cable harness for your rear view camera or the hood. They should be nominal expense wise, not severity wise. Severity wise, they need to be fixed, but nominal in terms of expense wise to fix. So then we got Nike, Apple. So some rotation down here. I think that's kind of going to be weighing down on the S&P 500 a little bit. Plaid review probably tomorrow or Saturday. Yeah, look at that S&P 500 fall here. This sort of drawdown. A little bit of the opposite of what I was expecting. I was thinking that we'd get a little bit more bullishness going into the S&P 500 at the close. Yeah, let's look at ARK, because ARK had a nice green day. And usually after a green day, you get inflows at the close. No, you're also getting outflows. Or not necessarily outflows, but well, I mean, you're getting a decline in the price. So I suppose that would be a form of outflows. But anyway, you're seeing a little bit of softness going into this close here. And we got 19 minutes left. So obviously we kind of peaked out at around 9 a.m. California time for a lot of stocks. NEO actually didn't really peak out until about another 2 hours later, but most stocks right now rotating down slightly. Compare the Russell 2000 to the other three indices. This is clearly a bull trap, and the market is poised for a 50% crash in 2022. Well, Tech Guru guy doesn't seem very happy about the market. Oh, that was a mess. Hold on, let me pull this up. There we go. So Russell 2000 up, whereas the Dow and S&P are red. Yeah, it's entirely possible. Let's listen in here for a moment. Quick moment here.
Demand is getting passed forward into Q2. And I would say the global forecast for the year for 2022 is still above trend. In fact, I haven't seen anyone that isn't. So I think one hope is that we're getting better at coping with this. We get it. We have the...
that's boring. I thought maybe there was a little bit more news there to be had, but no, not really. Okay, so... let's see. Okay, what else doth we have? See, I'm looking at spark lines right here, and I think this is a really good strat generally to look at the end point of your lines over here on the left. And we're not really seeing any runners at the end of the day. If anything, it feels like we're kind of curving back down. Ooh, good question. Monoclonal antibodies on pregnant women with COVID. I have not heard anything about that. That's a really good question. Yeah, I'd be kind of curious about that too. But anyway, yeah, even Robinhood kind of rotating down a little bit. Virgin Galactic rotating down. Meta Materials down. So definite softness. I mean, you could see that arch on the market here, and almost every single stock has that arch falling a little bit into the close. Could just be, it's either going to be a tell that, nope, this is just another convictionless false start rally. So that's why I don't like to get too enthusiastic. I don't like to get too, oh my gosh, this is it. It's for sure the rotation. Because we've been fooled too many times before. Bill.com rotating down, Array rotating down. Sometimes what you could do is you could look at some of the risk assets. You could take a look at, Germany's stock market's closed tomorrow. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. It's only Omicron if it's from the Omicron region of France. Otherwise, it's just sparkling COVID. Oh, that's funny. Okay, no mini Kevin on the way. That'd be awesome, but no. Okay. Let's see, test Snowflake. Yeah, look at that drawdown there in Snowflake. You had a little bit more of a positive day, but look at NVIDIA here. NVIDIA had its little run there, but it peaked out early, 746, and then it just right back down. That's incredible. It's not too juicy. Another place you can look is you could look at like the momentum assets just to see how they're behaving. Yeah, look at that trade down. See this? Look at that. We hit our resistance. We got rejected 3 times at about 28.80, and then we finally broke through, came back to the rejection point, which became support, and then moved on. I mean, folks, this line has been here for a very long time, and so it's kind of wild to see us play that line that well. But again, because I still see it in the comments, to the people who are like, technical analysis is just fugazi, whatever. you really ought to learn at least the basics, because it just consistently seems to work very, very well. And it's really impressive. But anyway, BTC doing the same thing, also trying to pull back to about that. It looks like that 47.2 level, about $190 away from that right now. Tattooed Chef. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can get some of the news that's going on. Kevin's TA is on Matt. Oh, thank you for that. Someone else. Oh yeah, no, we're always mentioning fertility appointments. It's not that easy, unfortunately. I know for some people it's a lot easier, but yeah. Anyway, so we got 2, so that's good. We still got 6 to go though. Okay, so let's go jump on over to. Let's see what Bloom's up to. TA self-fulfilling prophecy. Could be. Well, I'd rather know about that prophecy than not, though. Let's see here. U.S. stocks pair gains while treasuries catch bids. Okay, let's take a listen to this. So the S&P was little changed in the last hour after posting its 70th record close on Wednesday. NASDAQ also trimmed. Still solid labor activity. Usually we get a Santa Claus rally, but then the last couple of days were pretty volatile. Yep. Fundamentals for companies still very strong. Agreed. Talked about cruise lines. So, okay, we already talked about this nonsense. Buffett dismisses Sanders' request to intervene in labor dispute to support a group in a labor strike. I don't think Buffett is much of a let me get into politics kind of person. Amazon's machine bosses are targeted in California legislation. What is this crap? Let's see. A new California law designed to prevent the warehousing industry from overworking employees doesn't name a specific company. Okay, overworking employees, that doesn't sound great. But the legislation target is clear, Amazon, which has given machines unparalleled control over workers. Oh, interesting. And is using them to impose unreasonable demands. Oh no, Lorena. Prohibits the use of monitoring systems that thwart basic human rights, such as rest periods, bathroom breaks, and safety. The legislation will help determine whether the government can regulate human resource software. That's expected to play an increasing role in deciding who gets hired and fired. Wow. Robots. Interesting. Yeah, who aren't the California legislators targeting? Yeah, that'd be a shorter list. Too bad them targeting somebody and stuff actually getting done in California are two extremely different things. Ay. All right, so what else do we have here? So, worldwide coronavirus cases. Look at that. Look at that chart. Man, if only that were the stock market. Yeah, I'd be selling calls right now. Or putting in more trailing stops. Trailing stops are really cool, when a stock's running, throw in that trailing stop. If you're okay getting out of it, you're up nicely on it. It's not a terrible idea. Good to cancel. Really helps you when we do get into those rally modes, which we're really not in right now, but yeah, all right. Let's try Financial Times. Short COVID. That's right. Buy puts on COVID. All right. Let's just go look at some more sticks. More sticks. Yeah, it is true. The problem with trailing stops is an overnight crash. I think, honestly, that's why a lot of brokers make you repost them every day. So it's probably not a bad thing. But anyway, you could see this decline happening here towards the end of the day. We got 10 minutes left, and you could see SoFi. Sorry, this is Tattooed Chef rotating down. SoFi, look at that rotation down, folks. The traders are walking. That's why I was, I was hesitant to enter any of these, because I really look at that trader volume right here. It's almost like right at 12:45, some trader rang the bell, and it's like, yep, nope, time to go. It's these false rallies are very, very frustrating. BTC, oh, yep, BTC doing its yeah, look at that. Look at that. Right back to the line, folks. Right back to it. There's no shortage of opportunity to invest in the market, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Look at Tesla here, folks, rotating down to the lows of the day. This is like a little day traders market here with how many traders are just yeeting out. We are going right back to the AM numbers. So SoFi 1589. Let's see if it holds above that 1580 level. We'll see. Okay, shift. Yep, same problem. Alibaba, Solo, ChargePoint. Wow, ChargePoint's almost back over $20. Oh my gosh. Okay, who? Folks, you can't make this stuff up. I've had this support line drawn on ChargePoint, which obviously now it's a resistance point, for like at least 8 months. I mean, just go back through my videos. This is insane. Look at that. It like literally just copy these freaking lines at this point, because that is insane. This, like, I didn't even look at ChargePoint once today until now, and then I just see this. Folks, you want to draw lines like that. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Perfectly resisted. Oh, that's wild. By the way, I teach that in the Stocks and Psychology Money Group, which you could use that end of the year coupon code on to make sure you get an extra tax write-off. And Patrick says he can attest to that. Thanks for that, Patrick. All right, so Neo, tiny little bit of green coming into the close, after we started seeing that rotation back down. Lemonade. Yeah, okay. Also got that rotation down. Just, it kind of goes to show now, if you want to buy, like if you feel like you're SOMOing, remember what SOMO is. SOMO is, how do you see the lines? You just have to kind of watch them on the streams to catch them, but more of like how to draw them and stuff is in the lectures. But Gene here says, SoFi's up 9%, not a false rally. Yeah, it's not quite how it works. But see, the point is, like, just because we get one day where something's up 9%, that doesn't mean anything. Like, SoFi's got a lot of room to grow. I mean, we could honestly go 9%, 9%, 9%, 9%, 9%, and be at, levels that would rival kind of where we were not too long ago. The problem is when we're just at our first 9% day, a lot of people SOMO, they get this sadness of having missed out. And when they get that SOMO, they YOLO in. They end up YOLOing in here at like 1635, and then it falls again, right? Because we don't have confirmation yet that this new potential rally is going to sustain. But remember, it's not just SoFi. They should all move up together, which right now a lot of companies are moving up together on the day. But on the minute chart, we're definitely seeing a little bit more of a rotation back down to earth. Volume rotating up, a little bit of that pullback again. Lucid, for example, same thing. We were at almost back to $40, rotating back down, 38.69 right now. Twitter, virtually the same thing. Let's look at Apple and Tesla here. Apple, same thing. You're sitting at lows of the day right here. MSFT, 5 minutes left to close. Same thing. Look at that larger sell-off there into the close. Slight bit of green coming back here. Let's go to Tesla. Same thing. It's all the same. Traders are getting. It's like convictionless rallies. It's they're exhausting. Thanks, Austin. I will check your engineering email this afternoon. So that's exciting. Use the coupon codes, totally worth it. Oh, thanks for that. Oh, real estate brokerage, Doug, not interested. I usually on IPO these things do fine, but let's see how they did. Let's see, Doug. Wow, it's flat on the day. That is such a weird parabola. I mean, this is like a perfect parabola. Parabola. But that's quite interesting. It's like a skateboard ramp. Yeah, no, I don't care about this. Okay, so APL still doing this move. Someone says I should post more on Instagram. I know, TikTok, everything. I know. No, I gotta work on that. Alrighty. So, let's go ahead and see. What do we have here? So, Big Dig, test 144. Okay, let's see if there's any other news. Last minute, going into the close. We got 3.5 minutes here, folks. If you want to close out any of your options or stock positions, there's something that's finally up. It's been red for a long time, and you're like, I'm done with it. You know, it's green days that are not a bad idea to get out. If you're officially done with something, you know, you just reallocate to something else or wait to see if this rally falters tomorrow. It's always possible. Very possible. It's possible. Jan the Man says a sound word. No, I think I'm just not wanting to be overly optimistic on a day where it's entirely possible that the green we're seeing is just another false rally. We've been fooled too many times. The market has tricked many people very many times. Yeah, there's little going on in terms of Bloomberg, Financial Times. We've seen these. CNBC doesn't have anything new either. Powerball top line here. It's been nothing for an hour. Strong labor market in 2021 faces down Omicron threat. Ooh. Yeah, another 1,200 flights canceled. CDC tells Americans to avoid cruises. We talked about that. Carnival Norwegian got hit a little bit. Rapid test shortages tied to Fed action. Thanks, Joe Biden. Not. It's not good. It's not good. But, okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I'm starting to see some more spark lines here down. Take a look at this. Cloudflare 133. Yeah, look at that. You're really getting to lows of the day over here on Cloudflare. On Intel. Yeah, same thing over here on Intel. Nice rotation to the downside. S&P 500. Look at that sell-off going to the close. What do you mean quotes of this security are not available in this? Come on, Weeble. What you doing? There we go. Look at that sell-off into the close. Wow. That's crazy. I'm actually surprised we're not seeing that much of a sell-off on some of these small caps. Some of the smallers are really holding on, whether it's Robinhood or Shift Tech. Lucid started rotating down a little bit. Palantir, a little bit. Arcade still up 3%. Let's go pull. Oh, yeah, look at that. Apple, nice little rotation down, 178. Let's see. NVIDIA. Oh, yeah. NVIDIA's got that rotation down pat into the close. People are taking their dollars. Tesla, same thing. Paying for the largers right into the close. Sell everything. Last minute tax loss harvestings. Oh, Jordan, you watched the Hex vid. Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, I posted a clip about the audit of Hexcoin there at the end of, or just, I don't know, maybe an hour ago or whatever. I posted the video. I encourage you to check it out. Yeah, Lucid got delayed. Oh, sometime in January, supposedly. We'll see. All them supply issues. Anyway. All right, there it is. Get the bell.
Record highs. Real estate, the best performing group. Energy, the worst.
Dude, that's the same guy they had yesterday, isn't it, on the left?
And that's why the Nasdaq is down a little more than 0.1%. Small caps and flat.
I swear that's the same guy. He did the same thing yesterday. I feel like he's like the stand-in when nobody paid to hit to ring the bell at the NYSE. They're just like, hey, Joe, we need you to go up there and act happy. And then he does the same thing. He kind of stands there with his hands on the table, and then the little fist bump cheer, and then yeah. Anyway, all right. Wow, everything's red. Dow Jones down a quarter. S&P down 0.3. It lost a third in just the last hour here. NASDAQ down 0.16. Russell down 0.02. Everything is kind of interesting here. Let's take a peek at this a little closer here. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that S&P 500 kind of just shoop. That is such a weird sell-off into the close there. That is so weird. Wow. You didn't really have that much of a sell-off into the close on the stocks that were up today, though, which is good. So maybe that is a little bit of maybe people are pulling their cash out of like Apple. That's always possible, right? Take your cash out of Apple, Google, go get ready for the rally over on the small caps. Entirely possible. So, something to keep an eye on. Oh yeah, even Nike there. Look at that drawdown there. Nike, Tesla. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I don't believe we have any kind of earnings today. Do a quick little check here. Just make sure. You never know. Doubt it. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. We will be covering stocks tomorrow because the stock market will be open all day tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last day of the year. Well, red light. Retail investors eliminated. Oh, no. Sell your stocks and buy gold. No. Lots of fun out there. Yeah, maybe. Can you explain a false rally? I mean, a false rally is just really when we get a lot of enthusiasm in the market and then all of a sudden everything kind of rotates back down. Very common. Unfortunately, more common here recently than we've seen in other markets. It's been really hard to rally out of some of these lows, but that's all right. I'm looking for confirmation that Shift Technologies, Neo, Lemonade, some of these small caps keep running. With that performance there on the S&P 500, it's hard to tell. Big sell-off there going into the close, but you don't know if that was just a sell-off to make money or to free up cash, I should say, to go buy the smaller caps tomorrow. Maybe you get a little bit of a rebalancing. Money's, to some degree, got to come in somewhere. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, SoFi 10%. It was higher than this. So was Shift. That Shift at one point was as high as 16%. So we'll see. After hours so far still going strong, though, 1.4% on Shift. So the shorts might be getting covered. It could be something that you see, which we have seen an inflection point in the shorting. Less shorts recently, as of recently. Less shorts, and the only ones who have been getting more shorted have been really Cathie Wood. Talked about that a little bit earlier today. Cathie Wood, she let's look. Okay, the shorts on this have continued to go up. Still had a green day, but up from about $92. Anyway. You bought $25.50 microvision calls expiring tomorrow. Oh my gosh, you're gonna be so close. So close to worthless. You're gonna be within pennies. Good luck. All right, folks. Well, that about does it right now. Ooh, SEC appoints senior advisor to help SEC chairman Gary Gensler oversee Bitcoin and crypto. Huh. Well, that's gonna be very interesting. I wonder who this bloke is. Maybe they're not a bloke. I don't know. Well, I don't know the answer to that. We'll see. Anyway. All right, folks. I got to finish a video on Elon Musk. So stay tuned for that. I think it'll be a good one. All right, folks. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks again.